Soon you'll be able to see one of the greatest musicals of all time on the stage at the Jonesborough Repertory Theatre as the curtain goes up on Singing in the Rain on February the 24th. Here with the preview is Jennifer Roos. Hey, Jennifer.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You know, I think we all have seen that movie multiple times throughout our life, and I know at some point or other we've been outside and been walking in the rain and we'll sing that song.
You can't help it.
Yes.
It just happens. It's automatic.
I tried the dance moves and my wife was like, no, tamp that down.
Be careful. Be careful.
But let's talk about your production of Singing in the Rain. It's going to be magical, isn't it?
It is. We actually did this show for the first time 7 years ago.
Right.
And we sold out every show. And it was so popular in bringing back shows. We're a repertory company, and we thought, it's time to bring this show back.
Right. And, you know, we were talking about that iconic scene, you know, with Gene Kelly, and he's out there singing and dancing in the rain. You're actually going to have that. You're going to have a rain shower right there on stage.
There may be some precipitation
during
the show.
Yes, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm sure that took some skill on someone's part to get that.
Well, our set designer is just wonderful, Karen Elb, and she's on top of it. We've already had some trial runs that just came off beautifully. So.
And you know, this is a beautifully shot movie, and you're all going to translate that onto the stage then.
Yeah, normally when you have a musical, it will be a stage production first, and then they'll make it into a movie, but this is the opposite. It was a movie first, and then they turned that into stage production, and they did a wonderful job. They kept the integrity of the show. And
we've got some pictures, and as we look at those, that scene right there, very iconic.
Yes. We actually took that photo because that is for our show drop on the front drop. This is Don Lockwood. Oh, yeah, great. Our publicity shows. Yes, that's Lena Lamont, you know, the silent screen star actress. Has a little trouble adapting to the talkies.
Really needs to remain a silent screen star.
Kinda, yes. The whole idea of the movie came about because Adolph Green and Betty Comden were living through that era, and they were looking at their friends and actors and saying, you know, a lot of them were having a lot of trouble adjusting to the talkies, and so they said, well, let's just talk about it. Let's make a musical and put in all these great musical numbers, and that's how it kind of came about.
And I always try to ask when we have productions coming up, how are rehearsals going? Because usually if you have really good rehearsals, you're going to have a really good show.
It is wonderful.
Yes.
The cast is awesome. We have Andy Rogers playing the Gene Kelly role, and then Lucas Schmidt is playing the part by Donald O'Connor for Make 'Em Laugh, and then Holly Wright is playing the Debbie Reynolds part.
All right. Jennifer, thank you so much. I could talk about it. Great movie. Great movie. I'm sure it's going to be a great onstage production as well. Singing in the Rain starts February the 24th. Right there, there is all the information. If you need tickets, give that number right there a call. Check out JonesboroughTheatre.com.